Good evening, parents, families, and friends. I'm Jen Pollack, principal here at Shepard High School, and I'd like to welcome you to the 2023 National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are now being inducted as new members of our NHS chapter. These students have showcased over and over again their commitment to our school and our community through volunteering and excelling in academics, athletics, and activities. We would like to thank those former members who may be among our guests for supporting our next membership class. We hope this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. I'd like to introduce Ms. Young and Ms. Quinlan, our NHS advisors.
Our chapter is proud to be inducting these new members with tonight's ceremony, indicating the continuing emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and our community. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students. In addition to strong academic records, which established our eligibility for membership, our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations and serve our school and community through many different activities. Some of these activities include hosting blood drives, leading the Freshman Orientation Day, volunteering at Feed My Starving Children and the Ronald McDonald House, hosting donation drives to collect supplies for local programs, and participating in Adopt a Highway cleanup. Since the start of this school year, our members have already participated in 261 different events and contributed almost 1,000 hours of their time. We are proud of this record of accomplishment and welcome our new candidates who bring new energy in support of continuing our work as NHS members.
It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the Allen B. Shepard High School chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as pillars for our society. They are scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Our current officers of the chapter will now review these qualities for the candidates. Please welcome our executive board member, Macy Balabon, who will speak on scholarship.
Thank you. A year ago, I was one of the many lovely inductees standing before you tonight, waiting patiently, or not so patiently, to walk this stage, light a candle, not light my hair on fire, and go home an NHS member. And a year ago, my definition of scholarship was wildly different than it is today. A year ago, my definition was all about grades, test scores, and GPAs. However, I've come to find that true scholarship is not about these numbers. True scholarship is about ambition, curiosity, and a passion for knowledge and learning. You see, when we base our scholarship or intelligence solely on these numbers, the focus shifts away from learning to quench our curiosities or to better ourselves and turns into an unhealthy competition. One of my favorite writers, Barbara Kingsolver, author of the Poisonwood Bible, once said, "I've seen how you can't learn anything when you are trying to look like the smartest person in the room." There is a reason why NHS cannot be summed up into one pillar. We cannot be the best students, scholars, or versions of ourselves when we turn our support systems into competition. Luckily, many of our NHS members benefit from being a part of a community of scholars who demonstrate their commitment to scholarship by uplifting their fellow scholars as tutors, mentors, or academic supports. The scholars that stand before you tonight are here because, yes, they have demonstrated impressive commitment to their academics and education. Still, they have also demonstrated an immense commitment to their community and making a difference here at Shepard. And they will take these commitments with them as they leave their mark here at Shepard, make their way through college or the workforce, and eventually through the rest of their lives.
Please welcome Angeline Macias, who will speak on leadership.
Hello. An essential element of the National Honor Society is leadership. From taking initiative with fundraising to tackling the issues in their community, our members have demonstrated leadership across multiple settings and organizations. Leadership is a quality that is not easily defined in a single sentence, but it's essential for the progress and success of any society or organization. Leadership is about inspiring and guiding others towards a common goal, and it is not limited to a position or title. It's about influence, impact, and setting an example. A true leader is someone who creates a community of people working together to make the world a better place. Being a leader means creating stepping stones for others to succeed while highlighting positive actions. I am excited to see the mark our future leaders who are standing here before you will leave on the world.
Please welcome Margaret Gleason, who will speak on service.
As members of the National Honor Society, most of us find ourselves in the most rigorous classes and involved in extracurriculars that can take almost all of our time. The balance can seem overwhelming, so why is it that we require members to complete a minimum of 40 service hours over the course of the school year? Service is a dedication of time, effort, ability, and most importantly, kindness. When volunteering, students are not there to gain anything, but rather there to help their communities. It is so easy to get lost in our own little bubbles and only focus on what we need when we need it. Something as simple as shoveling a snowy driveway for an elderly neighbor, or tutoring an underclassman while they study for their first AP exam, can make an impact in someone else's life. Acting for others can open our eyes and expand our worldview, making members of NHS more well-rounded and caring people.
And finally, please welcome Jacob Madeira, who will speak on character.
Hello, I represent the character pillar at the National Honor Society at Allen B. Shepard. First, let's talk a little bit about what character means to NHS. Character is a combination of all of our distinctive qualities that shape us as people. As NHS members, we strive to represent these qualities as honorably and passionately as possible to ensure that others see us as the people that they can look up to and go to for help. In order to retain this positive outlook in the eyes of our peers, we may need to make sacrifices that don't always fulfill our personal wants. For example, giving a teammate a ride home after a long, tiring day, or getting that one last homework assignment done before going to bed are both great examples of the small things we can do to showcase good character. Finally, the ultimate example of applying good character to our lives is staying consistent with our actions through both good and bad days. The ability to stay mentally resilient during these times is crucial for all members of NHS and can be applied to everything in life to accomplish long-term goals and strive to be better people. Thank you, and welcome to the National Honor Society.
We now welcome our executive board, who will read the names of the new inductees. Please step forward when your name is called to receive your membership certificate.
Lena Bader. Deasia Baker. Hamza Balut. Emily Baran. Evelyn Bernsey. Jacob Kasher. Amy Campos. Brandon Cronus. Cameron Cronus. Patrick Corrigan. Leila DiLorenzo. Ariana Elizondo. Chantal Fierros. Martin Furch. Allison Ford. Carl Frymuth.
Alexis Gizik. Ava Gleba. Emma Green. Isaac Guerrero. Ahmad Haddad. Josephine Hansen. Riley Hassett. Julian Hernandez. Diego Hernandez. Mackenzie Hofer. Owen Iwanek. Sofia Jimenez. Nathan Juma. Anastasia Cladis. Ayana Love. Kaylee Lyons.
Mel Mestella. Liliana McCarthy. Gabriel Middleton. Victoria Miller. Amanda Moeller. Ishmael Musa. Maya Natan. Mira Nicholson. Cody Peck. Brandon Fawn. Lujane Rabadi. Michael Rantisi. Enzo Restivo. Sasha Rubens. Elizabeth Ryan. Elena Santillan.
Madison Scapardine. Victoria Schlange. Lacey Scala. Amelia Smith. Josiah Smith. Brianna Spain. Ryan Sprandel. Abby Statham Ball. Matthew Stewart. Caprice Stupich. Nathan Treat. Benjamin Whitney. Logan Wright. And Ratib Zatar. At this time, will the new inductees raise your right hand and join me in reciting the pledge?
I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society,
to which I have been selected. I will be true. To the principles.
for which it stands, and will always maintain and encourage
the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Thank you.
is now my privilege to introduce our teacher honoree, Mr. Jett. Mr. Jett has been a math teacher here at Shepard for 22 years, many of which he has helped run our state qualifying mathletes. He has consistently demonstrated his commitment to education, learning, and fun in and out of the classroom. The culture he has cultivated within his classroom exemplifies the connection he has with students, whether it be allowing 17-year-olds to have snack time while solving vectors, or celebrating his birthday with students at the state mathletes competition. He is on this stage tonight not by chance, but by our students' choice. It was them who chose him to speak tonight about character. So many of his students have come forward to say how they've found an inviting learning environment within his classroom. Thank you for all that you do inside and outside of your classroom. So please, everyone, give a warm welcome to our teacher honoree, Mr. Jett.
Well, thank you, Macy. That was really, thank you for that. This is very humbling. I really struggled where to take this, so we'll all kind of find out together here. But I was encouraged by a professor in one of my classes along the way to follow the 5 B's. Be brief, baby, be brief. So that's what we're going to try to do. Let me also say that I was once a president of the NHS as well. And And I was asked to find a speaker for our induction, and I found a guy that was pretty close to our family. His name was Mark Hutton, and he was a very high-ranking member of the Air Force. So I feel like there's a pretty big contrast there between high-ranking member of the Air Force and Mr. Jett, but thank you for the invite, and I'm truly humbled to be even considered to speak in front of you guys tonight. And as a side note, I have to follow Miss Boone from last year, and she knocked it out of the park, had visual aids and everything, and I don't feel like you've set me up for success very good. But anyway, I'm going to do my best to follow. And before we get any further, there's got to be a few dad jokes, as that has become a small Mr. Jett classroom custom. So here's one. I think I might go stand outside. That way, I will be outstanding. Right? That's right. You guys are outstanding, so I thought that was perfect for tonight, right? You guys are out? Okay. Here's one more. Why couldn't the green pepper practice archery? He didn't habanero. Okay, all right. You're welcome. Feel free to use those as your own, okay? I know you'll want to, so. All right, but the pillars of NHS are scholarship, leadership, service, and character. And there's that word again, character. When I accepted this opportunity, Ms. Quinlan emailed me and said that the executive board said that I most exemplified character of those 4. And I thought to myself, no pressure there, right? So I hope I continue to live out character for you. One of the reasons I try to be a person of character is that I find that my character is grounded in my faith. I also have had many positive influences on my character. My grandparents, who actually are all still living, my parents, my former teachers, who I still try to keep in contact with, and my wife, among others. They have taught me lessons that I'll still try to incorporate daily. One of the main mantras that I have always tried to follow is to do your best in everything. I hope my students can see that from me. There isn't one day when I've tried to mail it in, so to speak, where I'm not doing my best for them. I also hope that my coworkers and administration also knows that as me as well. That is one thing I've tried to instill in my kids. Constantly ask yourself, is this my best? If it isn't, then either do it again or keep going until it is your best. Can you walk away from what you're doing and say, hey, that was my best? Also, one of the tests of your character is what you do when nobody is watching. So is that also your best? Another thing that I feel like my family specifically has instilled in my character is to have fun in what you do. I hope that the atmosphere that I try to create in my class and in Mathletes is one of kind of lighthearted fun. I try not to take myself too seriously, and that eases others' perception of math as well. And it's okay to laugh at yourself, and you guys need to remember that too. Students that have had me know that I sometimes unintentionally give them much material to laugh at, and that's okay. It's disarming, so it's okay to laugh at yourself. Have a good time with what you do. And one more thing that I was taught that I try to hold on to, and hopefully pass on to my students and my own kids, and that is to be kind and show kindness, which was already mentioned tonight. That will take you a long way. Kindness can simply de-escalate a lot of situations and make others comfortable to do their best. Sometimes in order to be kind, you need to humble yourself and become a servant leader. Ask yourself what you can do to help. Instead of always asking what can be done for you, be kind and serve others. By the way, kind of a little side note, and along the same lines of being kind, giving someone a smile in the hallway and saying hello can change someone's perspective on the whole day. I especially like when someone kind of gives me a little double take in the hall just for having a smile. It's almost like they're saying, hey, what's wrong with that guy? You know, I know this affects others because I'm still encouraged when students say hi with a smile to me. It's okay to show joy. It doesn't have to be fake joy either. Just take a second and reflect on all the things you have to be thankful for. No, really, do that right now. Think of all the things you have to be thankful for. Awkward pause, right? Think of all the things you have to be thankful for. Gratitude should not be seasonal. If you think of things to be thankful for, it can change your whole attitude, and then you're able to show joy. It affects your kindness, and maybe even the way you carry yourself in the hallway. So rather than reacting and escalating, be kind and show joy. So, do your best in everything, have fun in what you do while not taking yourself too seriously, and be kind. Now back to you and this honor. It is a great accomplishment for you to be here tonight. You have had lots of community service to do, have had good grades, modeled good character, among other things. Many of these organizations and societies exist not only to recognize your accomplishments that you have done in the past, but also to encourage you to make these tenets be a standard in your life going forward. Often we try so hard to qualify for certain things, and we keep them up because we have to stay a part of it or to save face. But when we can no longer qualify for it, we kind of stop. Again, one of the points of these organizations is to establish young people of service, leadership, scholarship, and character. And that will then continue on these tenets. What will it take for you to stop being an example of these? Once the motivation is gone of the NHS, will you stop? Once the transcript isn't a thing for you anymore, will you stop? Once you are not being recognized for doing these things, will you stop? Once you are not getting credit for community service, will you stop? Once you get away from home, will you stop being a person of character? I heard a long time ago that the true test of your character is what it takes to stop you. So what will it take to stop you? Thank you once again for this opportunity, and it's been my honor. Thank you.
All right, how about one more time for Mr. Jett? I'd also like to thank our NHS sponsors, Ms. Young and Ms. Quinlan, and the Executive Board of the National Honor Society member for their hard work in organizing this year's induction ceremony. Please join me in thanking them with a round of applause. We would also like to thank you, parents and families, for all of your support and dedication to getting these students on this stage tonight. You deserve a round of applause as well. Okay, on behalf of the Shepard administration, all of which are here this evening, we would like to thank you for attending our NHS induction ceremony. And in just a moment, the new inductees will recess, after which you are all invited to join us in the cafeteria for the selfie station and a sweet treat. And now I invite everyone to please stand and cheer on our newest members of the NHS as they begin their recession.